Hello, my name is Masahiro Yamamoto. I was born grandson of Kawachi Genichiro, who is founder of Shiro Koji, and which is used for making shochu in Japan. My family business is to making koji spores. This is a very quite rare business, even in Japan. In Japan, here exists only 5 family companies who are producing koji spores. But the history of koji spores producing is has a long history. The reason why this business exists is because of the koji characteristics. Koji has a multi-nuclear in one cell, so it fuses all the time. So when you make koji spores from the usual koji, which is made of by usual people, it's not professional. While they make spores, the nuclear mixes and the enzyme productivity goes down. So our special business is every day we are purifying each spores. In one petri dish, we put only one spore on it, and we grow on it for 5 days to make the koji spores. Every day, we make more than 100 petri dish koji spores. And in these petri dishes, we choose the best koji, which produces the best enzymes. And especially our white koji is a bit different. It produces the citric acid at the same time. So for us, we have to search for the best enzyme producing and the best citric acid producing spores. We are doing every day. And the only one best spores are produced up to more than 100 kilograms. And we package it and selling to so many factory of making shochu. And so all Japanese knows when they when they make koji spores from usual koji, which is made by usual people, the activity of koji goes down. Most Japanese know it, so they don't use it. And on the other hand, they know it is very dangerous because Aspergillus is a very dangerous fungus. Some of them, like Aspergillus flavus, it produces aflatoxin, which is a very dangerous poison. It can easily kill human beings. So all Japanese don't use the usual koji spores. All of them buy from us. All of them buy the koji spores from us. So that's why my business is always stable, always good. And well, our market share for shochu is more than 80% from my grandfather's era. Most shochu producers believe us because my grandfather found it. So none of them don't know my grandfather's name. Kawachi Genichiro is a very famous person for brewers in Japan. Okay, you understand?
Yes.
Okay. But I am the third runner. So I was a bit bored at this kind of business. So around 40 years ago, I started to investigate another power of koji, and I found it. So now we are making koji feed for animals, for cows, for pigs, for chicks, and others. And on the other hand, it promotes the hair growth and others. It promotes the intestinal condition. It promotes producing lactic acid in your intestine. This is very, very interesting. So
can you please tell us a bit more about the animal feed? How does it work?
This business is growing a lot in Japan. And for us, this is one of the most profitable business now. And on the other hand, now, no. The day before yesterday, the embassy in America rang me up, and he connected with a big feed producing company. He wanted me to go to America to make the big factory.
Wow.
But I still do not believe it, whether it is true or not, because this project is so huge. So I cannot easily believe them. I will search, and then if it is okay, maybe I will start. Maybe I will start. I'm not sure. Okay, and now in Australia, many farmers are producing Japanese cow.
Yes, okay? Wagyu.
Yeah, Wagyu.
Yes, the word Wagyu is a very, very common word.
And some of them came to my company several years ago. And we had the All Japan Wagyu contest this year in Kagoshima Prefecture. So we are preparing for that. And in Kagoshima Prefecture, now we have some contest of the Wagyu. And like in Satsuma area and Osumi area and others, in each area, number one cow are my customer.
Yeah. Is it the taste about the taste of the meat?
Yes, taste of the meat and the weight of the meat. The quality and the quantity, both of them is the best. And as you know, the farmers are very conservative, and they don't want to tell it to any other people. When our Koji feed is very good, they will never tell it to their competitors. So it took around 10 years, but now it is growing a lot like this. And while it is only 20 grams per one cow. You know, the weight of the cow, it is around from 600 kilograms to 900 kilograms. And usually cow eats fibers. Okay.
Cows
meal is fiber.
Yes.
Fiber. But for Wagyu, they like to eat corn or some other more good nutrition. And it's not so good for the cow health. So some of them get trouble. Some of them get diarrhea. It's a very serious problem for the farmers. But if you put only 20 grams of koji to the cow, it stops, it finishes. And they grow bigger and bigger because their stomach condition is very good. And
is the koji that you mentioned that is feed cows, is the same as the rice koji or barley koji that human beings eat, or different?
No, different. If we put the rice koji to the cow, it's too good because it has too much nutrition. A lot of nutrition for the first stomach of the cow is very bad. They need fibers. Less nutrition is better for them. So I changed my idea and I made a special koji for the cows. And so it restricts the methane fermentation. It is
what fermentation?
Methane.
Methane.
Yeah, it restricts methane fermentation. It is a very important point for the cow farmers now. And so I will start the real investigation with some university professors about this from this year. It will take 2 or 3 years, and they write some scientific papers, and it will promote my business more. And at the same time, it produces many enzymes: phytase, amylase, protease, lipase. So they don't need put any enzymes to their feed if they grow the koji on the feed. So it is very good, and it is very delicious and very profitable.
Wow.
My present main business. And others here, growth promoters, 100 times stronger enzymes producing kojis. Now we succeeded in making 100 times stronger enzymes producing koji. Not only for Shiro Koji, but for even Aspergillus origin, it is possible. It is new technology, but it is big. Right now, we must be very careful because it is very dangerous. If the enzyme concentration is 100 times more, you try to eat it. My son ate it. For 1 week, he couldn't talk.
Wow, talk?
Because, the 100 times stronger protease melted his throat. He ate to examine it. He ate it like this. Usually we do it. He ate it. At first, it was okay, but I was cleverer than he is because I thought it is 100 times stronger. We must be very careful. Before I warned him, he ate it. And next day, good morning, Father. So, 下もね, tongue and others. So we have to be very careful to make in a huge for the mass production because it is very dangerous. I have 2 targets. One is for chicks. And we did it. If we mix only 0.04 or 2% to the usual feed, the meat of the chicks 18% more. Quantity of the feed doesn't change, but the carcass yield is bigger. Carcass yield って要するに筋肉の割合が増える。So it is very interesting, and the taste is very nice. We made test eatings with our staff. With a blind, it was a blind test. I had 3 types of meat, and all staff said this meat is best. It was that. So tasty, and they can get more meat. So maybe this koji will be a very good feed additives for the chick farmers. And on the other hand, I made miso with it. Usually, we have to put around 50% of koji for the soybeans, isn't it? 2%.
What? But it's still, you make miso with the amount of koji?
Yeah. And it is, do you know hacho miso?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hacho miso, it takes 2 years to make it. I did it. I made hacho miso only 1 month.
Wow. So did you inoculate the strong koji to soybeans?
Yeah, only 2%.
Wow.
And it has a lot of amino acids. So it is very, very attractive for me.
Wow. Wow. すごいですね、それ。Wow. Are you going to release that sometime?
I have to. And maybe next year. Most important thing for us is the security of our staff. If some people have the allergy of it, he will die. We can make even from luchuensis or orze, both we can make it.
Wow. Wow, すごい. The small packet of Shiro Koji has recently been released at Kawachi Genichiro Shoten. Would you please tell us why you decided to release it?
Until now, we haven't sold the koji spores to the usual people because our government told us you had better not sell the Shiro Koji spores to the usual people, because if they make white koji with it, it easily turns to the alcohol. That's why. In Japan, personal fermentation is illegal. Not only industrial fermentation, but also the personal fermentation is illegal in Japan. That's why I was asked by the government. So I saved to sell them. But while we are saving to sell them, other second white koji makers started to sell it. They are not asked by government because they are not selling white koji to the factories. And many users, consumers rang me up, please sell it, please sell it. And so finally I decided to sell it. And I can sell only to you in Australia.
Yes, yes. This is very, very exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So would you please tell us about Shiro Koji?
Shiro Koji. The difference between Aspergillus oryzae and Aspergillus luchuensis, the production of citric acid. The Aspergillus oryzae, which we call kikoji, it produces only amylase and protein, only enzymes, not citric acid. But the Shiro Koji produces the citric acid. It is very healthy acid. Okay, and the taste is like lemon. Lemon sour is from citric acid. And on the other hand, the amylase from Aspergillus luchuensis is a gluc amylase. So from the starch, Shiro Koji produces glucose. Do you understand what it means?
I don't think so. Please tell me more about it.
when you drink koji sweets from Shiro Koji, you don't get fat. This is very important for women, isn't it?
So what do you mean by koji sweet? Made of?
Amazake.
So the amazake made with orize makes us fat, but the amazake made with shirokoji wouldn't? Is that what you're?
No.
Wow.
Because when you take glucose, okay, it is only C6H12O6, very simple sugar. It will be consumed as soon as possible in our body. It becomes energy. But the other sugars are more complicated. It is not C6H12O6 multiple 2 or multiple 3. Okay, this is other sugar. It will becomes not only to the energy, but also fat. That's why when you eat sweet things, you'll get fat. But glucose, it easily goes to the energy. So it doesn't make you fat. So more healthy. Shochu has some very good ingredient. It decreases your stress hormone. And this is the butoxybutyl alcohol, which we found. While when you put the Shiro Koji to the fermentation tank, many yeast and other lactobacillus works, and while fermentation, butoxybutyl alcohol are produced, and while distillation, it goes to shochu, and only a little content it works to your brain. And it decreases the production of stress hormone. We found it. And we made a scientific report around 7 or 8 years. And my scientific partner, Professor Hayashi, was awarded with this study.
So that happens when we drink shochu, but doesn't happen when we drink sake?
Sake, no, it's not made of Shiro Koji. It is made of Koji. So it's different.
Wow.
Please drink shochu.
Yes. So I've got a few bottles, but I'll talk about it later.
Yeah, okay.
Please let me ask one more question.
Yeah.
So Australia is going to be the world's first country to release the small packet of Shiro Koji to public outside of Japan. Would you tell us what would you wish for it? Would you like lots of Australians to make shochu?
You should drink koji water. Okay. Every day now I drink koji water which is made of Shiro Koji. It is sour and it includes a lot of enzymes. So it promotes my vitality. It decreases summer fatigue. I'm okay. I'll bring it because I'm drinking it every day.
Koji water.
Koji water.
Made with Shiro Koji.
Yeah.
私も欲しい。私今日会長と焼酎で乾杯させていただこうかと思ったんですけど、お酒じゃないんですね。
お酒じゃない。 It's very tasty. It's not sweet. It's sour, but very healthy. When you are tired with the hot weather, you should drink it, and the sweat stops.
Can you tell us how you make it?
200 grams of Shiro Koji with 1 liter water.
So it's a koji on rice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or barley, it's okay.
Can it be barley?
Yeah. And put in the fridge for 3 hours and filtrate. And you drink. Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
This is very, very simple. I let my staff to the tea bag to put the rice koji in the tea bag, and I put into the water and put in the fridge, and I take it and drink it like this. From this noon, I already drank it. Only 3 hours I drank. This is 900 milliliters. It contains a lot of enzymes, citric acid, and others. So it decreases your stress hormone. And, wow. And it makes you very much more healthy.
What would you say if lots of Australians, they want to make shochu?
Mm-hmm.
What would you say to them?
Oh, please, I can help you.
Yeah. So would you like them to make shochu in Australia?
As a business or personal, which?
Well, to begin with, I think they do as a personal hobbies, but they may eventually want to do, because there are lots of gin distilleries and this company already are interested in making shochu.
To teach how to make shochu is my business. And I have an order from Hawaii now. Yeah.